Welcome to this video, 𝘁𝗿𝗄𝗄𝗆. Welcome to this video that talks about thyroid glands and hypothyroidism. And if you're watching this, and chances are you feel like you have some sort of thyroid issue, this might be for you. On this side, you see a healthy thyroid. On this side, you see an enlarged thyroid, which obviously impacts the amount and the production of certain hormones that regulate your heart rate, metabolic rate, things such as weight gain or weight loss, fatigue, muscle fatigue, and all other symptoms that might show up, such as elevated blood cholesterol, things such as muscle weakness, cold sensitivity, and so forth. So the first step that you watching here, you need to pretty much figure out if that's you. Obviously, you should probably get a diagnosis, right? Because a lot of people feel as if they have some thyroid issue, but then they're not sure. And obviously, they always go on feelings and not on facts. So if you do have a diagnosis, you also need to understand that the diagnosis after 40 years old or after 30 years old is very different than being diagnosed when you're very little, right? When you're very little, it's probably congenital. And when you are over 40 or over 30, or you acquire that condition, chances are this is induced. That means you induce that with some sort of dieting, you induce that with some sort of things that you've done to yourself. And therefore, it's really important to understand these differences, because the diagnosis might be the same, yet if you fix your lifestyle and your behavior and your nutrition, chances are that's going to look very different from now versus a month from now, okay? And obviously, you do need to get to that point. You need to get a diagnosis and you need to understand the root cause of it. And then how do you do? What do we do when it comes to the 3 steps that we usually tackle this condition here? We, number one, go to the hormonal imbalance and then regulate that correction, right? So that means that if it's genetical or congenital or whatever the case is, we go into an elimination diet, figuring out exactly what causes the problem. Number 2, then we go into the nutrition tailored approach. That means that, again, we do go and make sure that you have enough of all the macronutrient, you have enough of all the minerals, and you have enough of water, and you're retaining water on the right way so that you can build healthy muscle. And so you can regulate your metabolic rate, which most of the time is not, again, only regulated by thyroid. And the last part is the exercise protocol. You need to understand that most times too much intense and too much frequent exercise will exacerbate the problem, and therefore we need to rebalance this whole thing out and give you the right thing. If you feel like that's you, if you feel like you have some sort of hypothyroidism or some sort of other thyroid immune condition, things happening to you, comment down below help, and I reach out to you and we see if we can actually help in this problem. 𝘁𝗿𝗄𝗄𝗆 here, and talk to you soon.